So I'm mulling over different issues in New Orleans, and I was thinking about the lack of impulse control. I recall certain situations where I was talking to my ex-wife Danielle and explaining to her certain things, and it seemed like she would say, uh huh, and it was more like she was rushing me and really wasn't paying attention to the things that I was saying. And like I said, it's disrespectful because it's rushing people or not properly being attentive in a conversation, and it's problematic. Another issue I found in New Orleans is everybody is in a hurry. It's rush, rush around the city, rush, rush to do that. So they are not patient with a lot of things. And that is also, like I said, very, very problematic when certain things it just takes its time. You gotta work with what you got and understand the parameters that surround accomplishing certain things or the influence of certain things. And I realize that a lot of people don't actively listen. That's one of the key things I've been telling a lot of doctors or VA people or just people that are employees, that effective communication takes active listening, takes good listening skills. And it's something that a lot of people, you got to work at to be a good listener. You got to have patience, and you got to really be attentive. I don't know if it's ADHD or ADD or what have you, but I don't know. Like I said, it's very, very problematic. And another thing that's missing in the New Orleans culture is conflict resolution. A lot of people, they get mad and they don't know how to resolve the issue by mainly not being self-centered. That's another thing I found. Most people here are selfish and self-centered. It's all about them, and they don't have consideration for the next person or any type of compassion, and it's discouraging, to say the least, especially amongst black people. It's a letdown because people just don't have good manners here. And I never had issue in the clubs whenever I talked to the men, and I'd reason with them no matter what. They'd be drunk or high or whatever. I was always able to reason with men. But as far as the females here, they are completely immature, problematic, and unreasonable, to say the least. And that's just certain things that we need to recognize, pay attention to, try to correct. Because the society, it's based on the group. It's not based on individuals. I'm one that I pride myself on my individuality, but I'm not overbearing. I'm not forcing my will on others. I just tell them how I want to be treated, how I'm gonna deal with certain situations, and hold true to my word. Because that's one thing, is nobody has any sense of honor here, as far as they'll They'll tell you whatever. That was one of the issues I had with a friend of mine, Carlton Collins. You know, he came from Maryland, and he would just tell me things like, say I'm on my way, and it'll be 2 hours or whatever before he would get there. And I'm just like, all right, don't tell me what you think I want to hear. Tell me things that you can really do, and you know, in a proper time frame, and be respectful of, you know, whatever I got going on. Another issue I find here is people force themselves on others. They impose their will, bully, if you say, you know, they're overbearing, and it's just not cool. And like I said, it's a lot of things that I deal with centered around the respect factor that is not being addressed properly here in New Orleans. And I don't understand it because I'm not a pushover. You know, I'm not a follower. So that seems to be the situation with most people here. Their follower mentality feels that they could impose their will on other people just because, you know, and it's just not cool. I'm finding that with the black people and the white people as well. There's a lot of mental illnesses here, mental disorders, and unaddressed issues that are just creating havoc, wreaking havoc on society as a whole. That's not cool, man. Not respectful at all.